Hello, my name is Robert Martin, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction with West Bloomfield Schools. And for the next few moments, we're going to look at the new MEAP Cut Scores, the Michigan Educational Assessment Program, and the Michigan Merit Exam, and the cut scores that the state of Michigan recently have changed for these assessments. The MEAP and Michigan Merit exams are given each year in grades 3 through 8 in reading, mathematics, writing, science, and social studies. It's also given in ninth grade in social studies. The Michigan Merit Exam, MME, and ACT are given in high school in the 11th grade. The 11th graders take an additional writing component. These tests are used in the state of Michigan to track when students are career and college ready. The purpose of the standardized tests are to assess the student's level of proficiency at the time of taking the test. A cut score is the lowest score that the experts use to determine proficiency or whether a student is passing. Students can receive a partially proficient, proficient, and highly proficient as part of their preparation in taking these tests. In September 2011, the State Board of Education adopted the new cut scores for the MEAP and the MME tests. Previously, our scores were, the proficiency cut score was around 40%. And that's all that most students needed to be able to answer correctly in order to be deemed proficient. The new cut scores are going to be significantly higher, but the intention of the State Board of Education is to ensure that all students are successful and on track for career and college readiness. This aligns perfectly with West Bloomfield's mission statement for all of our students, that all of our students are successful and prepared for success in and for their world. There will be an impact with the cut scores. In the short term, it's going to be startling because it is going to be much lower. And I will show you a couple of slides later of what that might look like. In the long term, the higher standards are going to result in our students rising and meeting the challenge. This will also serve as a nice transition between our current tests with the MEAP and the MME and the new Common Core Standards assessment that will come into place in 2014-2015. The new cut scores will raise the bar for our students, but they are intended to be a better measure of what will happen in preparing our kids for college and career readiness. West Bloomfield School maintains high standards for our students. Our test scores have consistently been some of the highest in the county and in the state, and we expect that this will continue to maintain with the new cut scores. Although there will be an initial drop, we are certain that with the district improvement initiatives that we have in place, that we will rise to meet this challenge. If you have a student that is reported as not proficient, I would encourage you not to panic. All this means is that on that particular day when the student took the test, that they were not yet proficient. There is still plenty of time throughout the rest of the school year and throughout the rest of their school career for them to maintain and achieve proficiency and to even move beyond proficiency so that they are highly proficient. There are measures that we are taking within the District of West Bloomfield so that we are preparing for all of our students achieving at their highest level possible. We have a district continuous school improvement committee that is representative of each building here in the West Bloomfield School District that has representatives, including their administrators, that meet periodically to review their school improvement plan and to begin to implement changes based on their student data of what they need to do to help each of their students improve. Each building and department within our district looks at their student data and reviews it and looks for error analysis of their assessments and looks at areas where students are achieving and where students are having some struggles. And they begin to make adjustments in not only in their instruction, but adjustments in the curriculum to be able to meet the needs of all of those students. We are constantly reviewing our curriculum and revising our curriculum so that not only are we increasing the rigor and increasing the relevance, but that we are keeping our curriculum on the cutting edge, not only with Common Core standards, but on the cutting edge of new knowledge and new techniques and pedagogy that is coming down the line. The Common Core Standards is a major initiative in our district as we prepare our students for success in the 21st century. We are very concerned about 21st century survival skills. We know that the Common Core Standards curriculum has new English practices and math practices, and we have already begun working with our faculty and staff in helping our students to succeed in this area. We have math and ELA, English Language Arts, referent groups that are meeting and working on their grade level curriculum and working on their grade level common assessments. Also, in March of 2011, we had a district professional development day where all of our staff was made aware of the Common Core standards and our movement in this direction. We have an upcoming professional development day on March 6th where we will, in 2012, where all of our staff will work on preparing and moving forward with the Common Core standards. Now I'd like to show you a couple of slides that show you the impact of the new cut scores on the MEAP and MME. This first slide is going to look at the state of Michigan. And you'll see either blue or red, depending on the color of your screen, or periwinkle or burgundy. You'll see the different color slides. On the left, the higher slides, those are the old cut scores. That's what the state of Michigan, the students throughout the state of Michigan did is you look along the bottom in math, reading, science, and social studies. That's how students in the state of Michigan performed in these areas. On the right, you see the burgundy colored bars. That's with the new cut scores. That's the same test from 2010, 2011. Old cut scores on the side, on the left, new cut scores on the right. Our next slide is going to now bring us to Oakland County. This is all 28 districts. This is our average or aggregate score. Again, on the left side, you see the blue or periwinkle bars. That's the 2010, 2011 scores with the old cut scores. And on the right, that's the 2010, 2011 with the new cut scores. This is Oakland County, the 28 districts in all of Oakland County. Now our next slide is going to show you in math, it has the 28 districts, and you see our district is circled there. If you look at the bottom, we're toward the right, we're 10th from the right. And this is showing you where the districts ranked under the old cut scores and under the new cut scores. Under the old cut scores, the top 15 districts achieved in the 90s. So when I say the top 15, you look at the right, that's where the highest bars are, and then you move toward the left. The top 15 had an average score in the 90s with the old cut scores. Now you look at the new cut scores, and we've changed colors with these bars. We've gone from a periwinkle and burgundy to a burgundy and a deeper blue. So the old cut scores represent the red, and the new cut scores are the blue. With the new scores, the spread of the top districts is between the 50 percentile and the 70 percentile, starting from the right and moving toward the left. You see that those are scoring between the 50s and 70s. Now this was the chart for math. Our next chart is showing in reading. Again, using the same colors, red and blue, and looking from the right to the left. You see the top 13 in reading scored in the 90s. The new spread between the top 15 is between the 70 percentile and 80 percentile. And again, you see on the bottom that our district, West Bloomfield, is circled. So you see where we're falling there on this chart. The next slide is the same thing, old cut scores with the red bars, new cut scores with the blue, except this is in the content area of science. And you see along the bottom, our district is circled there. And the next slide is the same thing, only this time it's in the content area of social studies. Again, the red bar on the left, those are the old cut scores. The blue bars on the right, those are the new cut scores. And you see West Bloomfield circled there on the bottom. One of the things that I'd like to just point out is that there was not that big of a difference in the spread in the top 10 districts with the old cut scores, nor with the new cut scores. So that really what is happening is that you have the same rolling out of the districts with the new cut scores, just in a lower percentile. So each district, all of us will have a lot of work that we will need to do as we prepare to encourage and nudge and push our students to achieve their best on these standardized test scores. Another thing that I would like to also say is that we do not believe that the MEAP or the MME give the full picture of the achievement or the potential of our students. This is one snapshot. We believe in a holistic approach with our students. There are performance assessments that they take in many of their classes. There are common assessments that they take that are formative, that inform the teacher of their instruction and inform the teachers along the way of how the students need to improve certain areas in their learning. So the MEAP and MME are fine indicators, but they are not the final arbitrator of what our students are achieving and how well they're doing. We're very proud of our students and very proud of how they achieve on the ACT, which is a nationally normed test, and our students for the last 4 years have consistently performed above the national average. Our high school graduation rate is in the 98 percentile and above, and our students go on to succeed in college without taking remedial courses, and they graduate from college. Those are the indicators that we look at fully as to what is success for our students. We do accept the responsibility that the MEAP and the MME are tests that we need to achieve our best in, but we do not accept that that is the only indicator of what a successful student is, because our students continue to prove to us that they are able to do well on multiple indicators. I have a couple of slides in conclusion that give you a reference of other places that you can go and do some exploration for yourself. If you go to www.mischooldata.org, you will be able to look at your individual school building and compare the scores from the last 4 years with the new cut scores. If you have additional questions, you can go to the Michigan Cut Scores facts and answers question document. You see that link there, and that will give you a 3 or 4 page document for you to look at. And also the Michigan Department of Education has some information if you would like to look for additional information. So just want to remind everyone that we are going to be moving and transitioning to new assessments in 2014, 2015. Those are the Common Core assessments. Michigan has teamed with 47 other states and hired Smarter Balance, an outside company that is developing these assessments. We are preparing aggressively in West Bloomfield for these assessments. We have 2 curriculum specialists in our department that are working with various teacher groups and moving forward with this. The new cut scores are going into place immediately. They will be in place for this year, But again, in 2014 and 2015, with the new assessments, we will again transition to another new set of cut scores. So these cut scores will be with us for approximately 4 to 5 years. Then we will transition to new cut scores. So just in conclusion, the MEAP is basically a basic skills test that's moving students forward to becoming more college and career readiness. The ACT is a college readiness test that is really going to try to chart how successful will students be in their college or career. The new Common Core assessment will look at the processes and practices that students will need to succeed in college. So we are very, very proud of our students in West Bloomfield. Our teachers and administrators are working extremely hard to do their best for them. These new cut scores, we'll look back on them in a few years as a temporary blip in our continuing to move forward with our achievement. And I have all faith and confidence that our West Bloomfield students, teachers, administrators, and parents, that we will rise to this occasion. Please feel free to drop me an email if you have any questions. You can email me at martinr@wbsd.org, martinr@wbsd.org. Thank you very much.